The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you have the Dow down 1, Nasdaq's up 21, S&P's a flat. Gold contract up $12, trading at $18.94 an ounce. You get silver up 58 cents, $24.19 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 75 cents, $39.86 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 2 ticks, 139.22. 30-year bond up 9 ticks at 177.04. And King dollar. King dollar's down 390 ticks, 93.889. Now, King dollar, folks, just failed. King dollar just jumped back inside its lower range. The euro is at 117. That's getting a bid. The yen is at 105.5, and the British pound is at 128, and that is getting a bid also. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
You got your popcorn ready for that debate tonight?
We got the popcorn ready, and you know what traders better have ready? Traders better have defined risk ready. My take on this, folks, this is the beginning. Okay, we get November 3rd. Guess what? It's September 8th, 29th?
29th.
Bottom line, defined risk. We talk about it a lot. It is so crucial because guess what? We don't know where this market's going to go, on a short-term basis. Well, on a long-term basis also. But a short-term basis, folks, ride 'em cowboy. Sure. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here. You want to understand defined risk. You want to understand option strategies, futures, great program, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test-driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, very easy to do. You're sitting on our website right now. Hit the banner, bring it up to allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. This should be an interesting day.
Yeah.
It'll keep everyone up late tonight watching, and we'll see how the markets do. After 2 really strong days in Friday, and that followed through into Monday, I think these markets are consolidating, although that being said, as I'm waiting to go on the air with you guys, 3 of the 4 indices just went positive.
Right.
So
right.
They're green. They're not green by very much, though. I mean, I would call this market really unchanged to start the day here. So
no, there's no doubt. And, Kevin, when I brought up the aspect of defined risk, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I think today's just going to be a sideways day. And, the market's waiting like, okay, is it going to be a gaffe tonight? Is there not going to be a gaffe? I mean, we know how this thing goes. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay. Or it's going to be, and this is where the defined risk comes in so dramatically, man. I mean, if you weren't around, when you have high volatility, folks, we're talking about it doesn't have to come in, but the probability, there is a probability that it can come in. Let's put it that way, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much, we teach and preach 3 pillars to trading, and that is make high probability trades.
Yes.
Define your risk and try, if possible, and most times it is possible, to collect decay rather than pay decay.
Right.
In most cases. So if you think about those 3 things, and that doesn't mean you're going to make money on every trade. If you do a 75% or 80% probability on a trade, one trade still can lose money.
Sure.
Guaranteed these trades, even though they're high probability, can still lose money. That being said, just like Las Vegas, if you make hundreds of trades, right?
Exactly.
If you make 10 trades a day, that's 2,500 trades a year. If you're trading high probabilities, the sample size get bigger, your odds get better. It's just a matter of numbers.
Which is so cool, man. That's it. That is the name of the game, man. I mean, there's no doubt. And as we've been talking about, because the premiums have been really nice this summer, it has made a difference, man. I mean,
right.
And what's really cool, Kevin, right? is that we have so many more traders now. I mean, this is really, when I was looking at it, I'm saying to myself, we've been talking about you get the whole next generation that's coming in. And I think you actually have more than that, because I start thinking about it. I'm saying to myself, these apps that are on the phone, we know that gaming in general is one of the biggest businesses in the world. Well, it doesn't go a far cry from gaming and then getting into the equity and futures and option market. It really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It really does.
No, I agree completely. And especially since you can now do it on your computer or your iPad or your smartphone.
Yes.
I mean, all those are now avenues to trade.
Yep.
So they all give you access to these markets. It's, it's the most access you could possibly have. And you're right. The advent of Robinhood, the advent of now zero commissions has made it much more easier for younger and smaller accounts to get involved in the markets. And with, even though we've had two big stock splits over the last 2 months, it's still, you're trading a lot of high-priced stocks, and that lends you to trade options rather than the stock.
Oh, there's no doubt.
There's
no doubt. I mean, what's amazing, folks, is that as you see how the society goes forward, trading goes forward, financial markets go forward, I mean, it's incredible. In the course of basically 25 years, you've gone from an aspect of, even when you're day trading, the bottom line is that our commissions, whether it was a 16th, an eighth, a quarter, as soon as you got in a trade, you were losing money. Right. I mean, we've gone from that to zero. And then, of course, what has happened inside the option market, which is like one of the best things that it's ever happened, is that the option market, folks, went penny wide. And penny wide just means that whether it's the Qs or the diamonds, the SPYs, I mean, the SPYs, maybe it's 2 pennies, but the Qs all day long, you can buy and sell it, a penny. Okay, it's like, really? You're buying and selling something that's $277, and the spread is a penny.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. You can make a case that the edge in terms of trading has switched over to the retail investor.
Yes.
Rather than the professional market maker. Why? Because margins are down to zero, and you get to pick which way you go. It's like, for your viewers, think about being in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
And you don't have to bet until after the cards are dealt.
Right.
The odds would go up enormously in your favor because you could back off a bad hand and then press a good hand. And that's kind of what's happening in the retail trading right now, and it's favored the retail investor, and now that's why I think you're getting into this. And another thing we teach guys now, we've kind of adjusted our teaching, is you can make more small trades and scale into trades where the retail trader couldn't do that before because of ticket charges and expenses. Now, if you want to put on a 10 lot, you can make 5 2-lots.
I know,
and it
man.
doesn't really cost you any more money.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge,
right.
man. Gotta love it. Folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the program.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 5, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's a flat, gold's up 11.30, silver up 53 cents. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 8, Nasdaq's up 22, S&Ps are up 1. And, Tom, it's going to be interesting coming into the close out here today. It's like, okay, it looks like we got a flat market out here, but, how people are going to position themselves and what we, we don't know what we're going to expect. That's the bottom line. But this is the kickoff,
It is, and I think we need your screen in the den, maybe
okay,
if you
cool.
could. As
yep.
But I agree. And what's interesting, I was thinking about, is just, there's a lot that could be said, and it's not even anything drastic or anything. It's just talking about ideas of what Trump's second-term presidency might entail, what he's going to do, what he's planning, what he has done, and what a Biden presidency might entail. And one of the things is just talking about whether it's regulations on companies, right? Maybe it's a regulation on technology. Maybe the antitrust on Google.
Sure.
There's just a lot of things. The antitrust on Amazon, or there's a lot of things that could be said that the market,
right? That's what it comes down to. And so I think this is we'll see. This could be the beginning of it. The volatility's here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Today, so check this out. Walmart, man. They're bottom line is that there's no doubt that they're giving everyone a nice run for their money, man. They made a deal today. Look at this. You're getting Walmart, folks. You might not have much price spread in Walmart. I don't know. Maybe they make pennies per burger. But they got Beyond Meat today. Evidently, just let's see. They're expanding. Beyond Meat, the plant-based meat, today announced the major expansion in a long-standing relationship with Walmart, the largest, biggest retailer, following the successful launch of the Cookout Classic Value Pack, Beyond Meat's most affordable product. This fall, Walmart plans to triple availability of the Beyond Burger from approximately 800 locations to 2,400. Imagine that. You add 1,600 stores, 1,600 Walmarts that are selling your product, man. Yeah. Right. So they've also expanded into Beyond Burger and Beyond. They have Beyond Sausage also in the fresh meat aisle. in the fresh
Yeah,
meat
and
aisle.
Beyond's up about 10% on that news, man.
Yeah, big number, man. There's no doubt.
And Walmart's even up 0.3% today as well.
Yeah. And if we go to the gold contracts, though, what's going to be intriguing here is coming into the closeout here tonight, folks, in the market in general. You know, gold has caught a bid, and it's got some good juice behind it. And right now, it's trying to pop back in its larger range. So it had 1908. I'm figuring, you know, this is like a art more than a science. I mean, where's the range? You know what I mean? You could say, yeah, we went down to 1874, but realistically, it's somewhere up about 1908, 1911 to get in that higher range after getting slammed down on the 21st. So, and what is surprising to me, man, is this dollar, man. This is going to be amazing if this dollar cannot hold price, folks. You know, I mean, it took forever to get over the 93, 911, 991, and it took all of 3 days to get back underneath it, man. So. It's like, if that's it, that's going to be a major failure, man. And that
right back to that lower level, sure.
Yeah, well, you know what's wild, Tom, is that I can see it fundamentally, okay, because they're trying to get a deal done. Will it get done? Who knows? But there's got to be some kind of a deal done in the future. That's what it comes down to. And that just means more money. More money, folks, means more debt. More debt means that they got to let inflation go somewhere. And what that comes into is a lower dollar, higher metal. You know, I mean, real question is when, you know.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Hey, how about the Lightning last night?
Yes.
Getting it done? Did you watch the game?
I watched it from 2 to nothing. I watched the first, I watched the third period.
Nice.
And then I fell asleep.
I fell asleep, too. I watched the beginning of it, 2.5 periods. It looked like they had it. I was in bed. And
what was the final score?
2-0 was the final score.
Oh, so that's awesome, man. I know.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it's such
so
a shame. You know, Vidic does such a good job, folks, and there's so many Lightning fans. It's really cool. And
you know what I heard as well from somebody, and it made a lot of sense. Just one of the coolest parts I thought is the bounce back. I mean, last year, do you remember the complete devastation? They had the best record in the regular season ever, tied for in the history of the NHL.
I know,
and they got swept in the first round of the playoffs. And so, in those moments, I mean, maybe that's what it took, right, to come back, train in the off season, come back stronger. Because it's quite a reversal, man. I mean, that would hurt a lot of people going through a season like that and then just getting destroyed. And they come back and win it the next year.
No, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's a great scene when you look at. It's unfortunate the owners couldn't have done better, but with everyone there. Do you know what I'm saying? But
I know. I mean, we all missed out. I mean, that would have been. I was saying yesterday, a great time. You know, you would have had the finals. You would have had whatever they call it, where you have the fan fest, right? Where everybody can go. You go meet the players. They have rides for kids and all that stuff. It would have been a big deal, man. So it's unfortunate all around. It is. Yeah,
no doubt. Let's go inside the NDX 100 and take a look at the strength versus the weakness out here this morning. You get the strength. That's Intuitive Surgical up 3%. You get Western Digital up 2.8. You got Micron up 2.5, and you got AMD up 2. So that's saying that this NASDAQ NDX 100, folks, will probably stay flat or strong because right there, you know, you get 2 chip stocks out of 3, then you get Western Digital in there. That's normally a strong day for the NDX 100. Taken away from it, Zoom's down 2.9%. I don't know how to pronounce this one. PDD is down 2.8. You got Baidu up 2.2, and you got Altisalon down 2. We go inside the Dow Industrials. We take a look inside the Dow Industrials, putting the strength into it point-wise is that you have Visa putting 12 positive points, Honeywell 10, Nike 9, taken away from it, Boeing minus 11, Chevron minus 9, Disney minus 7. No big deal there. Yeah, you know, hey, I wonder what they're going to do at Disney, you know, because what has happened, and that's what Tommy was talking about at the show, folks, Florida has opened, flat out, you know, at 100%, and there's no doubt what you still have, which is, I think is cool, is that like I went to a restaurant last night and I had the mask on and they wanted to have masks on, and I thought that was good. Do you know what I mean? Coming in, but
yes.
It's a 100% deal. So I wonder, is Disney going to open, Tom? Do you know at 100%? How's that going to work? Do you know?
I haven't heard in terms of what they're doing. I don't think they're there just yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. It's a real tough one. You know,
there's no doubt, man.
They're juggling a lot of risks and business risks and personal risks, right? And then to their staff risks. I wonder how that plays out, because originally when this happened, remember, Disney had a big deal with their staff.
Yes.
So they're so big that they got to, of course, negotiate with the people working there.
Yep.
It's a tough deal, man. When I say to people with Disney, buy some Disney, hold it until the world resumes normal behavior, because they have a lot of tough roads to get through, man, with
and
the parks being shut down.
When the breakout will happen.
That's it, right. And you know what I mean? It's not that long away, man.
No,
it's 6,
not.
12, 18 months, okay?
Yeah.
That's not a long way. When you think about the complete reversal, when you have parks full, theaters full, and their streaming service at 100+ million. And of course,
Seriously.
I'm biased. We own some Disney, but it's a real deal.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 5, Nasdaq is up 6, S&Ps are down 1.5. So let's go. We got a question about Peloton, Tom, and the Tigers Den here.
Yep.
So you got a low of $17. We have a high of 100. This Tiger happens to have free shares, which is a beautiful thing. And the question is, should you move them? That's quite a question.
Right? This thing's been quite a rocket ship.
Yeah, I and looking at this thing, this looks to me, I mean, the bottom line, I know it's an expansion that's pretty tremendous, folks, but on a technical basis, this is a monster ABC up. Let me just look at this. Where do you see this? This is like sick. Okay, so let's do these numbers. So you get a B point out here of 73.21, 73.31. You get an A point of 1770. Which gives you 55 A to B.
Yep.
You get a C point plus 62.50, which gives you $118.11. A to B equals C to D. And you can see up here that this is a weekly. I mean, they're still buying this. They're buying up here. I mean, look at this number. This is powerful, man. And
I was even going to mention, I mean, remember the day after they came out with their earnings? It opened at almost 100 and sold off and closed at 87. I have it, so that's September 10th.
Okay.
Actually make it down to $80, and boom, just like that, man, we're back over the highs we had the day after their earnings when they just traded so much higher.
Right. And, the bottom line is that they're looking, let's see, so they're looking, this is going to be interesting. So they lost money this year, but the next quarter, they're looking to make money. They're at 19 cents. That's what it looks, 13 cents. They're going to go for, they're looking for 13 cents. So the bottom line is that I'd stay right there, man.
Not bad, taking in $1 billion and making money in the process, and then you really get people turned over to that recurring revenue on a monthly basis as well.
You do. So the bottom line there is that ride 'em cowboy, man. Oh, I know what I wanted to look at, PTON. I just wanted to look at the short position on it. Let me just see this for a second. Okay. It's only 4.7% right now, but that's helpful too. 4.7% is not a lot, but bottom line, it's still 5 shares out of 100 buying back just to basically close it out. So
it's not bad when you create a company selling a stationary bike and it's worth $29 billion.
I know, pretty intense, right?
It is.
Yeah, no doubt. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at J.P. Morgan. So J.P. Morgan folks out here, bottom line, caught a bid yesterday. And, we've talked about this before, Tom, but it is amazing to me that fraud and criminal behavior is basically just part of the overhead in banks now. I mean, it's amazing. And what I'm talking about, folks,
it's a multi-billion-dollar part of their overhead, too, right? Which
I'm sorry,
is like, and I said, and it's a multi-billion-dollar part of their overhead.
Yeah, I mean,
really,
they're going to pay $1 billion fine, folks. Okay, the metals spoofing deal is still going on, I believe, and this is about the. Well, look at just as I'm talking about, this is it. So, 920. It's official now. $920.2 million in record U.S. spoofing case. That's what they're going to pay to settle it. And just so you understand something, folks, these end up for a civilian being criminal charges. So their traders are going, they have criminal charges right now, but the corporation doesn't, which is just a total mind blower. It's like, okay, how does that work? Do you know what I'm saying? It's but it does. That's how they do it. That's going to be pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, it's similar action to what Facebook faces, with data, the way they use data and the rules and regulations they've agreed to, breaking those. But we saw it even with a user-based support for like a boycott.
Yes,
Facebook just continued to trade higher, man. Now it's pulled back from the 304 highs, but still, I mean, you're talking about pre-COVID, you were at 220, you're at 260 right now in Facebook. Yeah,
and we know that no matter what media network it is, folks, the amount of money that's going to come in this election is going to be extraordinary, and that's going to show up in the next quarter.
We're seeing it in Florida with the ads that I see on TV everywhere, man.
Yeah. Let's go to Jose in Lakeland. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Top of the morning, comrades. Boy, I was on hold for a while, and my mind was drifting. You know how it drifts when you're on hold like that. I was just thinking, tell me if I get this right. The economy is 2/3, or the consumer spending is 2/3 of the economy. So if the Federal Reserve does not enslave everyone with mortgages, truck payments, and credit card debt, the whole house of cards comes tumbling down. Do I have it kind of right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
I
what
just wanted
shocked
to
me?
make sure.
I don't know if you saw this, Tom. What shocked me, folks, was this. They came out last week with the consumer debt numbers, that the average consumer debt numbers. And listen to this number, folks, okay? For people that make approximately between $50,000 and $74,000, I believe. Now, this is the average. Their consumer debt was something like $82,000. Now, this is what the 82 is. This is excluding your house. This is your car and your credit card debt. That blew my mind, man. I thought that was like really a lot of money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it is for sure.
And an average of that is like I said, oh my God, I don't know how people will ever get out of debt with that kind of debt. I mean, that's if it's credit card debt, right? Even I mean, I can see the car debt. There's plenty of car debt folks that you buy a car with no money down, or you're paying 5 years with 3 or 4%. But credit card debt, man, is huge. So yeah, Jose, to go back to that number is extraordinary, and you can see that this will keep going. And I think the way the stimulus has happened, it's just like they're not going to be able to get people off this stimulus deal.
Oh no, this is like a crack high.
It is.
Hey, I don't see Pelosi and Schumer. I know they're talking the big game here. I don't see Pelosi and Schumer giving in to a stimulus package till after the election. Why would they want stimulus checks with Donald Trump's face on it going out to every person in America for $1,200 until they're not going to strengthen his hand? I know you're sitting around waiting for gold to pop on this stimulus deal, but and AEM is up today. That's why I'm calling. What's going on here, Tom?
Let's take a look. So you got an Eco-Eagle. An Eco-Eagle, lows 31 for the year. The high's 89. You're trading 79.63. This is a strong stock. I mean, as the rest of these stocks that got slammed last week. But yeah, it's strong. I mean, you're inside the range again. All you had to get back inside 75, 79. You're at 79.61. So that's telling me that it's going to go to the top of the range, man. I think what you're going to see out here.
I picked up some calls on it last Friday or Thursday or Friday. It was down to 76 or something.
Nice.
So it's up today, correct?
Yeah, it's up $1.39 today. And what I expect you're going to see when we come into the close out here, I think they're going to keep buying gold just as a hedge. Do you know what I'm saying?
Good deal. Good deal.
Cooking, brother.
Much obliged.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's down 79. Nasdaq's off 34. S&P's off 11.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 99, Nasdaq's off 36, S&Ps are off 13.5. And yeah, Tom, thanks for this heads up. What did happen with oil out here?
You know, I was just jumping around seeing what was happening, and oil is happening to the downside, man, by the tune of like $1.40, and even $1 from 10.25, man. It just dropped out of bed, right?
Yep. Okay, so it just has, let's see, oil falls on growing chorus of warnings about demand recovery. Oh, here it is. Kuwait ruler has died.
Yeah, that was at like 9:50.
Yeah.
Maybe it did accelerate things.
Pretty wild, though.
It is, and it's having a tough day anyway. I'm sure that does matter because the market did start kind of selling off at 8:55, 9 o'clock. Maybe with the passing of the man in Kuwait. Definitely possible. Hey, I wanted to jump around, just news that was hitting that I was finding interesting, a little away from the market, but the NFL looks to have its first little outbreak of COVID and to see how it shakes down. So you have the Tennessee Titans this morning with 3 players getting tested positive and 5 personnel testing positive on Tuesday morning. So they play the Vikings. The Vikings have to, of course, isolate as well. But that's 2 teams affected, so hopefully that it's just a few players and they shut it down. The NFL has done a great job. I don't know if you saw, there was, I think, 1 player that tested positive, and they have, like, you know, complete tracking where you can see on everyone's wrist as they walk into any facility.
Okay.
If you've been within anybody, they track every single person, your actions. So if one person tests positive, they can say, who was he within? Was he within 6 feet of somebody for an extended period of time at all?
Wow.
And they can track all of that. So it's pretty sophisticated, and hopefully but that's just coming out in like the last 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
There was some good football, man. Did you see Mahomes last night for KC?
I didn't. I love him, too.
For those watching, he's my fantasy quarterback, folks, in a dynasty league, so I get to keep him. I'm very biased, but also he is quite a stud, man. He's got quite an arm, and it was quite a game. For
And
sure.
they won?
Yes, they did.
They won. Love it. And if you just did see Harley O'Brien, folks, that's my German Shepherd.
Oh, I missed him. Shame on me.
Listen, I know. He stuck his head up here, evidently. I've had 7 German Shepherds, folks, since I've been 14 years old. He's 10, and he's a beauty. There's no doubt. So
Perfect.
There's nothing like it. So we have a question here, Tom. What are your thoughts about the return of the gold standard? That's not going to happen, folks. There's no possible way that, you know, in particular, leverage of money, okay, is here. If we had a gold standard, you would not have the production capabilities that, you know, basically the fiat system is given. You can make the argument for sure that, you know, the bottom line is it a fair system? Is this, you know, all those arguments are valid. There's no doubt about it. But guess what? It's acceleration of finances that get things built, period. You know what I mean? And the real bottom line is that, yeah, you got to use it in the right way. But as to getting back to it, no. I think gold will always be a hedge, not necessarily to make money. You know, like when it's down, it always gets smashed. When it's down, yeah, you can make plenty on the way back up. But it will be a hedge on a continual basis, whether it's 5%, 7% of a portfolio that, on a basis, on a longer-term basis, which investors are always looking at. The question is, you could buy a suit in 1923 or 1930, and that was an ounce of gold. You could buy a suit in 1970, and I'm talking about a good suit, and you can buy a suit today, it's the same deal. But, if you go to suit, the car, the whole ball of wax, that's kind of how it shakes out.
It's a similar store of value across the board. Yeah.
It is. So this I think simultaneously, Tom, when oil went, it shook up the market a little. Yeah,
listen, it's. I would be very afraid of, and afraid might not be the right term, but be aware that being long and exposed today, coming into the first presidential debate, man.
Right.
You could easily see some type of statement on capital gains taxes, right? Which are going to freak out stocks, as you might expect, at least in the short term. There's a lot that isn't too drastic that might get talked about tonight from both parties, man. So I expect to see it a little tough to gain a lot of strength today after yesterday's big day coming into the night when we may have so much volatility. I mean, the VIX. The fact that the VIX couldn't even pull back yesterday when the S&P was up 1.5% tells you how everybody is thinking about what's possible, at least.
Well, and you got to remember, if we're all in the probability business, folks, okay? So what is the countdown now? 36 days, 37 days, whatever that is. It's a very...
I think it's 35 days exactly. I think we're exactly 5 weeks out.
Okay, so 35 days. So
it
picture,
is, because
folks,
it's Tuesday. So we're exactly 5 weeks out. Yeah.
All right. So picture, basically, all you folks out there, Tommy and I, we can hedge a position in 2 seconds, okay? Because, we're retail players, right? You got to remember something, that large funds, they have to, be hedging now. They can't hedge overnight. I mean, some of these large funds, if they just want to be delta neutral, and what that means, folks, is that you try to take your portfolio, and then, like on the Bloomberg, you put a portfolio in here, and then you hit a button, and then it tells you exactly how many puts or calls that you got to buy, depending if you're long or short, inside of your portfolio. Okay, that's how it works. So a large fund, if they want to just stay delta neutral, say for a week, which may be smart, it's going to take them a while to get that hedge on. That hedge is not going to be done in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So
the whole thing is so dynamic, man. When you think about, normally you would, right? Normally you'd say, all right, listen, I don't want exposure from 2 days before the whole week of the election,
right,
man. But this time there's such a risk that if it stretches and there's any type of a court battle over mail-ins or something, I wonder how big houses are trying to look at, remaining against volatility for a period of a few weeks, maybe. It's possible. For sure.
No, it is, and I think what happens is that you really have to see how the market trades. So picture that you could have the election. Picture that if we don't know what the winner is for 2 or 3 days. I think you really have to see how the market's trading, to basically say, okay, well, I think the market's going to go this way or that way. You know what I mean? Because it's you could whatever,
Yeah, how it's handling it, for sure.
Yeah.
And it figured it out pretty quickly on election night, but that was also, the results were so decisive on election night. So that's what it figured out. You know what I mean? It actually freaked out on the moment that it looked so close that maybe things would be contested. And then once there was clarity, and everybody realized that Republicans were going to control the Senate and the House, that there was going to be massive legislation possible to, corporate tax cuts, as we saw, the market took off. So some clarity, yes. I don't know if we're going to have that clarity within a day or two.
Right. No, and the way it seems to be setting up at this particular point is that we won't.
I would agree.
Yeah. So we'll see where this whole thing's going to go.
It's very highly possible that we're going to have mail-in ballots that are shifting the election results in key swing states in the days that follow November 3rd.
Yeah, no doubt. 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials right now. It's getting a little pressure with this oil down $1.12. Nasdaq is off 38. S&P's down 14. Got gold up 9.70. Silver's up 39 cents. The King Dollar is not holding price, man. Down 3.46. Tommy and I come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Wow!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Scott in Safety Harbor. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, good. I'm out in Colorado Springs.
Oh, cool.
I met you in Denver a few years back when you and Steve were out here.
Nice. Well, great for calling. Thank you.
With what the dollar is doing, I assume you have the 88 in your sights again?
Yes. Well, the 88 long term, I think that's where we're going. But, you know. Yeah.
Other than UUP, is there a peer play for the dollar?
No, UUP is the name of the game. Yep.
Okay, so that's the way to play.
So you'd be shot in the UUP if you think it's going down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I really wanted to know.
Yep, and then the UUP is the U.S. dollar index bullish fund, folks, okay? So if you think it's going to 88, you know, you get a failure out here today at this 93.991 thus far. We're at 93,916. So, yeah.
Sounds good. That's the way I'll play it then.
Okay, man.
I appreciate it.
You have a great one, a safe one.
Thank you. You too, sir.
Thank you. So, little action out here, Tom. You know, the bottom line is it's funny. It comes out of nowhere. And, you know, Apple's still holding up, though, man. You know, inside that NDX, folks, you know, for that thing to go lower, man, you know, Apple doesn't look to me like it's going to go lower than like $1 or something. You know what I mean?
Sure. They keep finding buyers down there for sure.
They do. They do. And, you know, it's pretty easy to find a buyer when you get that much cash in the bank and, you know, you walk around and everyone has an Apple device on.
100 billion or whatever they have cash whenever they need it.
Huge. Folks, stay right there. We got Think or Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Belzer Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.